This week, the Valdosta State University Lady Blazers face the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws in the complex. This will be the Blazers' third of 5 straight home games against a Gulf South Conference opponent. The Lady Blazers are nearly perfect at home this season. As such, VSU ranks in the top half of the GSE standings. Mississippi College has been moving their way through an up-and-down 2017 season. The Lady Choctaws began the season at 3-5 before reeling off 4 straight wins on their home court. Senior guard Ashley Minor comes into the contest averaging nearly 15 points per game. Minor also has a 79% free throw percentage on the season. Defensively, Mississippi College is led by junior forward Kelly Allen. Allen has over 40 steals and 10 blocks on the season. The 5'11 junior also gets into the mix on the offensive side of the ball, averaging almost 14 points per game. The Lady Blazers are led by a tandem of junior forwards Maddie Mitchell and Kenya Simone Dixon. Both ladies come into the contest averaging around 16 points per game. Mitchell and Dixon also hover around the double-digit rebound mark. VSU head coach Carly Coons is in her first season with the team. However, she is very familiar with the atmosphere at Valdosta State. In fact, she was a Lady Blazer from 2004 until 2008. Coons earned countless honors as a member of the team, including being named second team all-decade for the Gulf South Conference. This is the first meeting between the two teams this season. We will look forward to seeing a great game. It's Blazers Choctaws coming up next. Stay tuned to VSU-TV after this short PSA break.
Good afternoon and welcome to VSU-TV coverage of Lady Blazer basketball. I'm Will DeLorenzo alongside my co-host Wes Harris as we welcome you to the complex at Valdosta State University. Now, Wes, we have an intriguing matchup here today between Mississippi College and Valdosta State. We're going to start off with the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws and head coach Paul Allen Duke.
That's right, Will. And the thing about Coach Duke is he's been with the Choctaws for 22 seasons. That's astonishing. I mean, the guy is basically tenured. He's got his Lady Choctaws 4-1 in their last 5. They're 5-5 overall, 8-6 overall, and we're hoping that they're going to chalk another W today.
Now, on the other side of the court, the VSU Lady Blazers come in with a record of 10-6 overall under new head coach Carly Coons. Coons is a former Blazer herself, and she looks forward to kind of keeping with that winning tradition here at VSU.
Correct. And in order to do that, she's going to lean heavily on her junior stars, Maddie Mitchell, who's averaging a double-double, and her leading scorer, Kenya Simone Dixon, who's averaging 16 points a game. If those two girls have a big game, you heard it here first, Will. The Lady Blazers will come away with the victory.
Well, either way, I look forward to calling the game with you, and I look forward to an exciting matchup. We'll be right back with tip-off between the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws and the Valdosta State Lady Blazers here on VSU-TV.
Here, we are a community of 11,000 individual stories.
A place where all doors are open.
Your home away from home.
Where you will make lifelong connections.
And you will never feel invisible.
Here, you will write it,
Research it,
sing it,
Broadcast it, share it, serve it,
teach it,
nurture, and own it.
VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, and just far enough away from home. Find out what VSU can do for you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to the complex. I'm Will DeLorenzo alongside my partner again, Wes Harris, as we get set for tip-off between the Lady Blazers and the Lady Choctaws. Now, Wes, I don't know about you, but this is one of the first times I've ever been in the complex, and PA speaker Matt Malone really got me fired up there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Me too. Fun fact, one thing I didn't know, I didn't realize that that light was operated manually. I thought it was all electronic or something. But
as we get ready for tip-off, and we are underway as the Lady Blazers get the ball first. That's Maddie Mitchell able to scoop that opening tip as the Lady Blazers bring it up the floor here today.
swing it around the perimeter, trying to work the ball inside the paint, down low to their big. They get it in.
Get it inside to Mitchell. She turns around.
Nice move. Just short on the finish with the rebound.
Nice rebound, and the ball. They lose the ball out of bounds. Mississippi College basketball. Now, Wes, what did you see there on that first possession from VSU?
Well, it looks like they're trying to keep the same tactic that they had on Thursday against Delta State. They're going to pound the ball inside to Maddie Mitchell and try to get her going early.
As we see Mississippi College, that's
For three. What a shot.
Golden from downtown, able to get it in for our first point of the game.
And that's a rare trait to have a big that can knock it down from deep like that. Now, you know, Mississippi College isn't necessarily known for their three-point shooting, but that one definitely falls for them. And they have an early lead against the Valdosta State Lady Blazers.
The Blazers are moving the ball quite a bit here in this opening of the game. As they get it back up top and back inside to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to power her way through, and she's unable to get it to go. Rebound, Mississippi College. As they bring it up the floor, that's number 2, Shantavia Rogers, the guard.
And you can see the fight down in the paint between the bigs of both teams. They're going hard down there early on.
Kelly Allen puts up one, can't get it to go as the Blazers try to run the court. I'll give the ball back. That's number 34, Kenya Simone Dixon, the leading scorer for the Blazers.
You see, we've got physical play all over. The foul and one, Maddie Mitchell.
We see a nice physical push there by Maddie Mitchell as she sends her to the line for our first 3 free throws of the game. As we see Mitchell at the line here. Able to get it to go. And we have a tie game early with 8:17 in the first. That's Rogers bringing it up the court one more time.
And you see the Blazers in the 2-3.
The Blazers are going to stay in this zone for most of the game, as we've seen in the past. They enjoy running the zone defense. What are some of the benefits to a zone defense, Wes?
Well, a zone, it targets a specific area of the court, but the weakness is exactly what we just saw. Has number 4, Olivia Mabry, knocks down the deep 3.
2 3 balls there for Mississippi College. They've been able to get them both to fall.
And that's not necessarily their forte, but they're here, they're hitting them early.
And the kick back up top, that's number 35, Aaliyah Cheatham, as she gets it inside again to Maddie Mitchell. Able to get it to go. Mississippi College with the early lead. They have it back out to Mabry as they try to get it inside, and it's deflected by number 34, Kenya Simone Dixon, as the Blazers try to go quick. And that is deflected out of bounds off Mississippi College. As we see our first substitution of the game, number 13, Jasmine McIntosh, coming in for number 33, Maddie Carrazza.
Jasmine McIntosh got good minutes against Delta State on Thursday also. We'll be looking to see what she does today.
Sonia Franklin, looks like they're trying to get it back up top. That's Aaliyah Cheatham at the top of the key. Nice ball movement up top. Move around, that's Kenya Simone Dixon. Can't get it to fall. And there's a fight for the rebound. Mississippi College, as Shantavia Rogers brings it up the court. Goes to slow it down a little bit.
Another deep ball, this one short.
That's number 10, Ashley Miner, the leading scorer for Mississippi College. Unable to get that one to fall. That's their first miss from 3 today. And the pass corralled in and inside. Maddie Mitchell once again. Able to get it to go as we see Mitchell really being a presence down low for the Blazers.
Definitely an early presence. She's doing her thing early.
At the top of the key, that's number 11, Kelly Allen, unable to get it to fall.
These Lady Choctaws are chucking today. Nice crossover and the kick out.
That's Kenya Simone Dixon from deep. Able to get it to fall. As we take this time, have an interest in the paranormal, want a show that is offbeat and not stuffy, then VSU-TV has the program for you. 30-odd minutes airing Saturday nights at 11 following Saturday Fright Special. If the truth is out there, 30-odd minutes will find it, but only by sheer accident.
And that's a great show there. I checked that out a couple times myself.
Well, it hasn't really been an odd start to the game, but we've seen a lot of deep threes from Mississippi College. Do you think there's a weakness there?
Well, some would say it's a little odd because that's not Mississippi College's forte. They've been more so doing it at the free throw line and down in the paint throughout these last few games, but to see them knocking it down early, it's really nice to see.
And on the flip side for the Blazers, Maddie Mitchell has been a force, scoring all but 3 of the Blazers' points here in this first quarter.
That's right. She's been working it in. Definitely down low, banging around. They got some big physical people down there. Those bodies are flashing for sure.
As we come back from the timeout, it'll be it'll be Mississippi College basketball as they bring it up the floor. Inbounding is number 21, Tony Woods, to Shantavia Rogers. Woods was a sub there at that last timeout as Rogers brings it up the court. A lot of movement down in the middle as we see Golden trying to force her way, maybe get the ball out. And that pass is stolen by number 13. That's Jasmine Rogers. Kenya Simone Dixon from just inside the free throw line, able to get it to fall. It's a 6-point lead for the Blazers.
Looks like the ladies' leading scorer is heating up a little bit.
They're swinging the ball around up top for Mississippi College.
Another deep ball.
From Maybury, unable to get it to fall. As Dixon brings it up the court once again. Looking to pass, that's Cheatham as on the drive and the kick out.
Sonia Franklin.
That's number 11, Sonia Franklin. Able to get it to fall. And after a quick start by Mississippi College, it has been all Blazers here in this first quarter.
Definitely. The Lady Blazers want to look to get that 3 to fall more. You can't hear me. There I go. I'm back.
So we get a stoppage in play there.
For a
The foul on the Blazers. Shooting foul, and that's number 4, Maybury, headed to the line.
Olivia Mabry is one of their better shooters, and she misses the first one.
Maybury is 95% from the line on the season.
Surprisingly, she missed that one there.
As we see Maybury able to get that one to fall, breaking a run there for the Blazers. As we see the pass to Cheatham at the top of the key, Kenya Simone Dixon able to get to the basket, but can't get it to go. Rebound Mississippi College as Maybury brings it up the floor going quick.
Out on the break. The Lady Blazers are able to reset their defense, though. Now they're back in the 2-3. They're pressuring the ball. They're a little higher than they were before because of all the threes that Mississippi College has been shooting early. Ashley Minor with the ball.
They seem to be trying to get in Minor's head as they move the ball around towards the top of the key, unable to get it inside.
Solid physical play down low from Kenya Simone Dixon, denying the pass inside. You've got to have physical play like that. You can't just be giving up points in the paint.
And if we've seen so far in this first quarter, Valdosta State has definitely been the team more physical inside.
Yeah, looking at the stats, they're definitely playing a little bit more physical. We've got Maddie Mitchell down low, 3 of 5 on her field goals, and she's been pushing the ball down there and being really tough on the inside.
As we see our first jump ball of the game as possession goes to Mississippi College. They're able to get it up. That's Tony Woods once again, and Minor at the top of the key. That's Rogers as she drives to the basket.
And a nice reverse layup.
But she's unable to get it to go as the Blazers will inbound. And what did you see on that series there from the Blazers defense, Wes?
They're looking a lot tougher down low than they were at the start of the game. They're pressuring the ball a lot more. Their feet are moving quicker. I think they just needed that first time out to get their legs a little bit more ready to go and a lot of jitters out.
So we see Dixon from the corner once again. Can't get that one to go, just short on the rim as Mississippi College goes quick. And that's number 3, Zaira Matthews. Able to get that one to go on the fast break.
Blazers spreading it out, trying to get the ball inside to Cheatham. It was off her hands as they go quick once again. And that's Matthews getting it to go once again. And Mississippi College has found some success on those fast breaks.
That last basket was over a strong contest from Jack McIntosh. I'm liking that finish.
The Blazers move the ball again at the top of the key. They go inside to Mitchell as Dixon moves it outside once again. Back inside to Mitchell. Mitchell able to get it to go to stop those points, that point break.
And another strong finish in the paint from Maddie Mitchell, as you saw there.
She has been quite good underneath. However, that is number 21, Tony Woods, able to get her first points of the game.
And there the Lady Blazers missed an opportunity. There was a loose ball that hit Maddie Mitchell right in the leg, and she didn't react quick enough to pick it up.
Both teams have been pretty evenly matched so far in this first quarter. As we see number 11, Sonia Franklin, able to get it to fall. As Mississippi College brings it up the court once again.
These girls are getting really physical down in the paint. As you see, number 21 for the Mississippi College girls, Tony Woods down there fighting with Kenya Simone Dixon.
And how about that defense on that last play as Alita Cheatham puts up a three and can't get it to fall. Rebound Valdosta State. As we wait, we get some substitutions into the game. Back in for the Blazers is number 33, Maddie Coraza, and number 20, Sunshine Walton.
Also returning to the game for the Lady Blazers, number 33, Maddie Coraza.
As we see the inbound play here from the Blazers, that was number 20, Sunshine Walton, able to get it, and that basket was not Sunshine, but she's able to get to the line with that shooting foul.
Strong challenge from the Mississippi College defender. First one's good.
Walton able to get that one to go. Walton is a 90% free throw shooter, able to knock down both to give the Blazers an even bigger lead.
8 points to be exact.
As we see Mississippi College come up, what are the keys for the Mississippi College offense here against this tough Blazers defense down low?
Well, first they got to figure out how to crack this 2-3. A strong take right there, but it ultimately resulted in a miss and a loose ball situation. And here we have Maddie Coraza bringing the ball up the paint to Kenya Simone Dixon. A strong take. Surprised no foul was called there, and they're still fighting.
Unable to get it to go. We see our next jump ball. That will be Blazers basketball as the possession arrow goes in their favor.
The call is a jump ball. It's Lady Blazer ball. Returning for Valdosta State, number 11, Sonia.
As we get ready for this next inbound here, what have you seen from the Valdosta State offense thus far?
Well, there's a lot of physicality going on. They're driving hard to the paint. They're taking open shots when they're there, and they're hitting them. They're looking really good in pretty much every aspect of what they want to do right now.
As we see Franklin up top.
And another foul.
Another foul that's going to be on the floor. So it'll be another inbound play for the Valdosta State Blazers.
Foul on number 23, Aisha Lacey. Maddie Coraza in the paint. She knocks it down.
As they go quick in this final minute of the first quarter, the Blazers have a 10-point lead. As they try to get the ball inside to Woods. Woods kicks it back out. That's Minor wide open. Unable to get it to fall. Rebound Simone Dixon as she brings it up the court with just under 40 seconds to play. Cheatham back inside to Coraza. Coraza going to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Walton and the foul. The Blazers are not making it easy on this Mississippi College defense, driving whenever they can and not settling for the outside shot.
They're playing some hard-nosed physical ball right now. They're trying to wear down the interior so later on it'll be a lot easier to get those buckets.
As we see Walton knock down yet another free throw. Walton is perfect from the line here today. able to knock down another.
That makes her 4 for 4 right there.
She is.
And then you see the Lady Blazers actually changed up the defense. They're pressuring the ball up court a little bit further now, forcing them into a difficult shot. Rebound.
Mississippi College able to get it to go. That's number 12, Caitlin Thompson, getting her first points of the contest. Again, a 10-point lead in the final 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds.
What a shot.
What a shot there by Sonia Franklin to close it out. The first quarter, a 27-15, 12-point lead for the Valdosta State Lady Blazers.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion.
I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why
I chose
Division II.
And we're back with game time as Mississippi College brings it up the court here in this second quarter, and a steal right off the bat from number 11, Sonia Franklin. She goes quick to the line, able to kick it back to Maddie Coraza. And Aaliyah Cheatham
misses the pass to Sunshine Walton.
Unable to get that to go. And it'll be Mississippi College ball once again as they bring it up the floor. You mentioned the physical play there in the first quarter by the Blazers defense, and it doesn't look like they're stopping it here in this second quarter.
Definitely not. Yeah, they're keeping the same 2-3 zone. They're pressuring the ball hard as Olivia Mabry knocks down yet another three. She is hot right now.
She's doing quite well. 3 for 4 from beyond the arc here today. As the Blazers move the ball up at the top of the key. Mitchell kick out to Franklin. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Mississippi College. That's Cortez Golden. As Mississippi College brings it up the court. Rogers have trouble handling that pass. And they just can't seem to find something down underneath as they get it.
Oh, a tough shot. Tough basket from number 11.
Kelly Allen for Mississippi College. The Blazers swinging the ball around as they get it inside to their playmaker, Maddie Mitchell. She's unable to hold on to it. And we've seen a lot of physical play from Valdosta State underneath, but right there, Mississippi College did a great job, Wes.
They brought it right back to him and said, you're going to punch us in the gut, we're going to get you right back. They are not shying away from the team that's favored in this matchup.
And they've almost cut that Valdosta State lead in half from the start of this quarter. It's a 7-point lead for Valdosta State as they move the ball around it.
Another nice drive. That was Ashley Minor on the drive. Valdosta hasn't scored since this quarter began.
So we see across the court pass. That's Dixon, able to get it to fall.
Another deep ball for Kenya Simone Dixon. She's getting hot too. We might have a shootout between her and Mabry.
Those were the Blazers' first points of this second quarter as we see a foul on number 34. Excuse me, on number 15, Maddie Mitchell. That sends Allen to the line. Allen is a 71% free throw shooter.
These Lady Choctaws are really good from the line. They knock these things down. I mean, everybody's pretty much above 70% on the team.
Allen able to get that one to fall, making both.
Now they've got a full court press going on here. The Lady Blazers break the press. Mississippi College falls back into a 2-3.
What do you think head coach Paul Allen Duke sees with that full court press this early in the game?
Well, he's noticing that in transition, the Lady Blazers have been a little bit sloppy taking care of the ball, so he wants to pressure them and force them into giving up a sloppy turnover.
As we see Mississippi College come back after the Valdosta State miss. A little sloppy with the ball handling down there. As we call it, as the travel is called on number 11, Sonia Franklin. It will be Mississippi College ball at the bottom. On this next inbound play, what do you expect to see?
Well, both of these teams have been flying around defensively, so I expect to see more of the same. Physical play and a slash to the basket here. Fighting for the ball. They're down on the floor. Maddie Mitchell comes up with it, and they're out in transition.
Aaliyah Cheatham bringing it up the floor as she wants to slow it down. Didn't like the numbers there.
I say that was a smart decision on Cheatham's part to reset play. Now they've got to find a way to penetrate this tough defense of the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws.
As they get it inside to Mitchell once again, and Mitchell able to get it to go. And how about this first half for Maddie Mitchell?
Oh, she's having a game. She's definitely out there doing her thing, and they're going to keep feeding her the ball as long as she has a hot hand.
That goes inside to Golden. Golden able to bully her way on the undersized Kenya Simone Dixon to get those points. As we see Franklin bring it up the court for Valdosta State with just over 6 minutes left in this first half. That's number 13, Jasmine McIntosh, unable to get it to fall. As we see a cross-court pass for Mississippi College. And Ashley Miner goes to the basket hard, unable to get it to fall. Aaliyah Cheatham's going quick, down, going coast to coast, unable to get it to fall. Rebound, Valdosta State. And Maddie Mitchell can't handle the pass. And Aaliyah Cheatham unable to get it to fall. Missed opportunity there for Valdosta State.
You don't see that too often where they've got that many possessions underneath and they can't get the bucket down low.
Again, some more ball movement there for Mississippi College as Ashley Miner tries to get it out of the corner. It's up top to Mayberry, back underneath to Golden. Golden to number 11, Allen. Can't get it to fall, although that shot looked good.
That was a strong contest from Jasmine McIntosh right there. She had a hand all up in her face.
The Blazers try to slow it down here as we close in on the 5-minute mark.
Strong drop to the paint by Sonia Franklin. They called the foul on the ground, though. I thought she had continuation there.
The ref seems to disagree with you as it'll be a Valdosta State inbound.
Seems so.
Underneath the basket.
The Lady Choctaws are, oh, here we go. Coach Duke is getting riled up at the refs. I think it's because he's not liking these fouls being called on his Lady Choctaws. They're getting closer and closer to that bonus.
As the inbound, Mitchell back to Cheatham, able to get it to go 4-3.
We call that the shooter's roll.
As we see a foul on the court against the Lady Blazers.
I think we're seeing so many fouls because of the physicality. The refs allowed them to play on early on, but now they're trying to call things a little bit tighter.
Ball goes inside. That's Allen, able to get it to fall. Some nice points there by Allen.
These ladies are playing hard. Aaliyah Cheatham on the ball, and the ball is poked away.
That's number 15, Melissa Crease, with a nice poke away there.
They're getting a little chippy underneath right there, McIntosh and Crease.
Timeout on the floor, timeout media. That's a full timeout.
We have a timeout here.
Help is needed for the Walt Disney World Medical Imagineers Support Team and the Make-A-Wish Chili Cook-Off. The event will be on Saturday, February 11th in downtown Valdosta at the Red Caboose. Volunteers will be needed from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you're interested, contact Dan Bennett at 229-292-2382.
As we get set coming out of this media timeout, what have you seen so far in this second quarter that's kind of different from the first?
Well, as far as physicality goes, I feel like the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws, they're definitely matching the Lady Blazers' intensity down low in the paint. They're also falling back into the same 2-3, and they're allowing them to shoot a couple more threes, betting that they're not going to fall. But so far, that bet hasn't really paid off for the Lady Choctaws.
You mentioned the physicality, and with physicality normally comes a bigger role played by the referees in this game.
Correct.
As we've seen so far, Coach Paul Allen Duke for Mississippi College is not liking the way that they're calling it. What have you seen so far?
Well, early on, they were letting them play a lot. You know, they were letting those little ticky-tack shoves and a couple of contacts go by, but now they're starting to call it a little tighter, and I feel like the refs are changing their tone as this game goes on. I'd like to see a little bit more consistency there.
Yeah. As we get set, coming out of the immediate timeout, with 4:36 left in this first half, your score is 35-28, Valdosta State. As we see Mississippi College try to get the inbound in. They're having a little bit of trouble. They put it up court. That's Ashley Miner able to corral it in.
Wide open pass down low to number 11, Kelly Allen. And that makes her 8th point. They've got to tighten up down low if they're going to stop her, because that was unacceptable.
As we see some big pressure here on Aaliyah Cheatham, and the pass unable to get to a Valdosta State player. And Allison Miner all the way through as we see a foul on number 33, Maddie Carraza.
Another sloppy possession there for Valdosta State, and that's exactly why we saw Coach Duke call that full court press in order to force those turnovers right there in that situation.
That sends Miner to the line.
80% from the line, Ashley Miner, as she misses her first.
That was her first free throw attempt of the game. Miner gets set for the next.
Missed both.
Unable to get both to fall as we see the play back.
Physical fight for the ball.
Another jump ball called. It's Valdosta State with the possession arrow. How important is it to knock down free throws when you get the chance, Wes?
Oh, on the road, it is paramount. You need to be able to get your legs underneath you and get your form down. Those free throws can help get anybody going at any time, and especially on the road as you have a turnover and then a foul called.
On number 11, that's Kelly Allen. As we saw some physical play underneath against Maddie Mitchell.
Correction.
Excuse me. The foul was on Jasmine McIntosh of Valdosta State.
Cross-court skip pass. Another one cross-court. Back to Shantavia as the ball goes out of bounds. Excuse me, that wasn't Shantavia Rogers. That was Zariah Matthews, number 3.
Franklin bringing it up the court for Valdosta State with just under 3.5 minutes here left in the half. They're looking to try to get it underneath to Mitchell, and she is double team there as we see another jump ball called.
These Lady Blazers, they've really got to clean up these risky passes. They're putting themselves in situations that they don't need to be in because of them. As we saw there was almost another turnover at the top of the key caused by Melissa Crease.
Due to these sloppy possessions for the Blazers.
Another foul.
What was a 12-point lead has now evaporated to 5 points with 3:10 left in this half as we see a foul against number 11.
We put Kelly Allen back on the line. She knocked down her first pair of free throws. Let's see if she can get another one. She misses the first.
And after starting off quite hot with these free throws, Mississippi College has lost a little bit of its mojo.
Ashley Miner comes off the court for number 25.
As we see Allen able to get. Franklin starts to bring the ball up the court for Valdosta State. They look to try to set a pick at the top. And Franklin driving to the basket, can't get it to fall as she is fouled on that shot.
She was fighting to get that ball up there. She had a few strongly contested shots up there. Number 21, Tony Woods. And Coach Duke is looking for a travel on the play. He's very upset with the referees. The officiating has not been up to par for him.
That sends Franklin to the line, and Franklin is a 62% free throw shooter on the season. Unable to get that one to fall as we see the struggles continue for Sonia Franklin.
And both sides haven't been shooting too hot from the free throw line since that first quarter. First quarter, both sides were pretty hot.
More substitutions as we see number 12, Caitlin Thompson, number 30, Cortese Golden, able to come back into the game for Mississippi College. A fight for the rebound. And it looked like that went off Cortese Golden. It's Valdosta State ball, and that's huge for momentum.
That is a good call right there by the officiating. The refs are on top of things down low. They're watching all these scraps and these physical possessions, and they're trying to be more consistent with the calls.
Now, if you're head coach Carly Coons for Valdosta State, you've liked your team's effort so far in this first half.
Correct. Yeah, they're playing hard. They're making some risky decisions with the ball, but overall, yeah, I'm satisfied with the fact that we have the lead. But I know that it could be bigger. We could be doing a lot more. That's what I'm thinking in her position.
As we see the inbound goes to Mitchell as they try to get it back. As we see another foul.
I think we're safe to assume the tone for this game is physicality. That would be the operative word.
These ladies are playing hard, fighting for every inbound, rebound, and loose ball.
Let's see what they've got for this inbound set. And they go to option number 3, Kenya Simone Dixon. Oh, I don't know if that shouldn't have been called a carry right there by Dixon.
Refs letting them play throughout this as Franklin is looking for something to do. She's driving to the basket.
And a strong block from number 12.
Caitlin Thompson sends it away with authority. Another inbound for Valdosta State as they throw it to the backcourt. That's Dixon bringing it up the floor. Looks like Maddie Mitchell's trying to set a pick there for Dixon.
Pick and pop. Short from Maddie Mitchell.
Unable to get it to fall there for Mitchell, who's been quiet here in the second quarter.
Looks like they've switched to a man concept here. It's like a man-zone hybrid.
Cortese Golden able to get it to fall, and that brings the lead down to 2 for Valdosta State with 1:50 or so left in this first half.
This game is getting tighter and tighter by the second. These Lady Choctaws came to play. Let's see if our Lady Blazers can answer back. And there we go when called upon. Maddie Mitchell with the bucket.
Maddie Mitchell able to break the run for Mississippi College to get the lead back up to 4 for Valdosta State. Mississippi College slowing it down, trying to set up a play. Coach Paul Allen Duke is pretty much standing at half court.
Oh, he is livid. His veins are popping out of his neck over there. And a sloppy possession. The ball thrown away by number 25, Nora Catherine Carroll. She was subbed in for Ashley Minor a little bit earlier.
As we see Franklin at the top of the court again, able to get it all the way back to Simone Dixon.
These Lady Choctaws are hounding the ball handler. Zariah Matthews and Melissa Crease are just putting extreme pressure on the ball.
And that goes off Franklin after she looked to get tripped up on her own feet and unable to corral it. Ball goes out of bounds with 46 seconds left to play.
And that was just another example of the refs not getting too happy on the trigger and letting the ladies play.
It looks like they're going to try to slow this thing down as much as they can for Mississippi College.
Another skip. Wide open. Doesn't drop for Nora Catherine Carroll.
Rebound, Valdosta State. That's Sonia Franklin. Sonia Franklin getting it from Kenya Simone Dixon. With the last 15 seconds or so, Valdosta State will hold and try to get the final shot of the half. So we see Franklin drive to the basket, kick back out.
And an air ball. But they get the rebound on, out of bounds. on Dixon. Dixon dribbles out of bounds after catching that air ball.
With just under 2 seconds left, we'll see the final play of the half. Maybe a heave for Mississippi College.
Kelly Allen, the inbound. Shades of Duke? Nope, they're just going to pass it in rim regular.
Puts it up and can't get it to fall.
Well short.
As we head into halftime, your score, Valdosta State 37, Mississippi College 33. We'll see you when you get back from half.
Patty, let me be honest with you. Won't filing for Social Security benefits online be confusing?
George, it's simple and easy, and you can do it in your pajamas from the comfort of your own home.
Oh, my.
You've navigated through asteroid belts, right?
Oh, sure, plenty of times.
Well, compared to that, navigating socialsecurity.gov is a snap.
Really?
It's so easy. Even Kirk could do it.
And welcome back to the complex for second half action between the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws and the Valdosta State Lady Blazers. Again, I'm Will DeLorenzo, joined here by my colleague Wes Harris. And Wes, let's talk a little bit about that first half action, especially for Mississippi College. We saw a lot of Kelly Allen and Olivia Mabry.
That's definitely right. And in 14 minutes of action, Kelly Allen had 9 points, and Mabry was just on fire from three, going 2 for 3. She's shooting 66% right now. Every look she's got, she has not been disappointed by because she's taking them.
What we didn't see a lot of was Ashley Minor, the team's leading scorer.
Oh, yeah, she was definitely struggling. She was only 25% from the field. She hasn't hit any threes. She's 0% from the free throw line, having shot 80%. It's kind of shocking. She only has 2 total points.
On the flip side for VSU, the player that we watched a lot of was Maddie Mitchell.
Definitely. She was having a game down low. They were feeding her the ball, and she rewarded them with 13 points in 18 minutes.
As we get set for the second half inbound, as Valdosta State has the ball first to start this half. Sonia Franklin up top. And a quick steal by number 11, Kelly Allen, and Allen's going coast to coast and getting quick points on the board. It's a 2-point game.
And she's definitely picking up right where she left off. She's going to go ahead and add 2 points to that tally right away.
That brings Allen up to a total of 11 points here in this game. And that's not the way you wanted to start out if you're Valdosta State.
Still risky passes right now. They're not being very strong in possession of the ball. And that's the main reason why that early 12-point lead is down to 2 right now for the Lady Blazers.
And on that last play, especially, Coach Carly Coons was not happy with the passing from her team.
Oh, yeah, she was definitely frustrated over there. You can see she's getting a little bit more pensive
and
focusing heavier on the game.
Garraza was too strong there from 3 as we see another inbound play. It's been a sloppy start here for the Blazers in this second half.
Yeah, they've got to get this thing together, the Lady Blazers. If they don't, this lead is going to change real soon. They've got their sharpshooter on the ball right now, and she's definitely probably looking for an opportunity to score.
We see Rogers gets it out to Minor, and it goes straight through her hands. Her struggles continue here today.
Definitely so. We weren't expecting to see this much of a struggle from her. We expected a much different game than what she's having.
As Franklin brings it up the court. Franklin was one of 3 Blazers that had 18-plus minutes there in that first half. If you're Coach Coons, are you starting to watch their minutes here in the second?
Well, you definitely don't want your players to get tired out, but you know who you've got to go with.
As Sonia able to get it to go there for VSU's first points of the half.
You know who you've got to go with to get the job done. So their minutes will probably keep going up as long as this game stays tight.
As we see Mississippi College, that's Minor with the ball, trying to get it inside to Cortez Golden. She kicks it out to Rogers. Rogers going to the basket, able to get it to fall.
And they called the charge on Shantavia Rogers. Good. Stepping up, taking that charge by Maddie Mitchell. She's having a good game right now.
She had the exciting first half, as you mentioned, when we came back with the 13 points. She is also one of the other Blazers with 18-plus minutes in that first half.
And they're just going to keep racking them up. As long as they're playing well, Coach Coons is going to let them play. That's one of her philosophies. A nice pass to the cutting Mitchell, and she gets fouled.
Able to put that one up. And that'll send her to the line for 2 free throws. Mitchell was 1 for 1 from the line in that first half. Able to knock down her second free throw.
On the season, Maddie Mitchell is close to 80% from the line. No wonder she's very clutch from the stripe. All these shots of charity for her.
That brings the lead up to 6 for Valdosta State as Mississippi College was able to close it to 2 in the opening minutes of the second half. Cross court. Nice pick off there by Coraza as Franklin brings it up the court. Dixon tries to get it inside once again to Coraza. She is stripped by Mayberry.
Minor on the break. She pushes the ball up to Rogers. Rogers to the basket. She stops, loses the ball out of bounds. Still Mississippi College possession.
Looked like it went off Sonia Franklin or Kenya Simone Dixon there to give possession back to Mississippi College.
One of the main things we've been seeing from these girls, they're pushing the break. As soon as that turnover happens, you've got to get stronger on the ball. You can't be as risky or as sloppy with these passes as Valdosta State has been. And it looks like we've got a sub coming on. Jasmine McIntosh back in the game for Maddie Coraza.
And Coraza was just called for a holding foul on that inbound play, and that's probably why Coach Coons wants to take her out, maybe calm her down a little bit. Well, inside to Golden as she goes hard to the basket, unable to get it to fall.
And they call a travel on Cortrice Golden. Mississippi College's big has been very active in the paint, down low, muscling her way through.
She is the Wright and Ferguson Player of the Week, is Cortrice Golden this week. And we've started to see a little bit why.
Definitely came out hot, knocking down a big 3. That's not something that's in most bigs' arsenal. As you see a strong foul from Golden right there, and I think Dixon may be hurt. She's a little slow to get up, but she's, oh, that's Sonia Franklin. She's laughing it off. She's a little slow to get up, but she's all right. Scary moment there.
Quite a hard foul, but it sends her to the line for another 2. Franklin was 1 for 2 from the line in that first half. Again, she's one of the Blazers who's been struggling from the free throw line. Can't get that one to fall either.
The struggle continues.
And I'll tell you what, there's quite the difference in free throws here at Valdosta State.
Oh, most definitely. They have struggled heavily from the line, but we get the rebound here, and they kick it out to Maddie Mitchell. As she looks around the perimeter and gets the ball around, they're swinging it.
To Simone Dixon. They get it back up to the top of the key for Franklin. Franklin's trying to penetrate into the Mississippi College defense, and Kenya Simone Dixon from the field.
Now that was a pretty pull-up jump shot. Stopped on a dime, set her feet, exploded up to the rim, and let it fly.
Looked like she turned around before that one even fell.
She knew it was going in. That's what shooters do.
Try to get the ball inside to Golden, back to Allen, able to get it to fall.
And
one.
That was a beautiful backdoor cut by Kelly Allen, who continues to have a monstrous game today.
She's been quite the force down low.
She's still yet to miss a free throw, I believe. No, she's missed 1 free throw on the day. As she knocks down this one and 1.
Allen able to knock down that one. Their score is Valdosta State 43, Mississippi College 38. As we see some more full court pressure from Mississippi College. Aaliyah Cheatham. The Blazers are swinging it around, trying to get it inside to Mitchell. She had 3 players on her there. As they go cross court again to Simone Dixon as she drives and just throws up the ball there. Able to get the foul.
Another hard foul, another body hits the floor, but yet again, the player gets up laughing it off. This time, it's Dixon who's brushing off the foul.
That sends her to the line. Kenya Simone Dixon was 2 for 5 in that first half from the free throw line, looking to improve that here in the second half.
Actually, well, this is her first trip. As she misses the first, knocks down the second.
1 for 2 on the day. As we see Minor back on the court, bringing it up.
Another foul called by the referees. And this one is on the Lady Blazers.
Number 11, Sonia Franklin, called for that reach-in. So we see Rogers trying to penetrate to the back, pulls up, unable to get it to fall, and unable to get the offensive rebound. And that was a struggle for Mississippi College in the first half. As we take a look at the stats, as Kenneth Simone Dixon
with the deep bomb from 3.
As we see a timeout on the floor by Mississippi College. While we have some time, do you have an interest in the paranormal? Do you want a show that is offbeat and not stuffy? Then VSU-TV has the program for you. 30-odd minutes, airing Saturday nights at 11 p.m. following Saturday Fright Special. If the truth is out there, 30-odd minutes will find it, but only by sheer accident. And speaking of truth, the truth was in that first half, Mississippi College was abysmal on the offensive rebound glass. They were out-rebounded by Valdosta State, 11-1 on the glass.
Yeah, they've been struggling in the rebound department against this Valdosta State team because they're so big inside and they're so physical. And they crash the boards hard. They're strong to the paint. They make sure every ball that goes up is their ball, especially whenever it could lead to second chance opportunities. Even though they haven't been necessarily taking advantage of all of them, they're still down there. They're still fighting hard for it.
And rebounding is one of the biggest reasons the Blazers do have a 9-point lead here in this third period.
That lead quickly extended itself back out after dropping to as close as 2 points, with the Lady Choctaws threatening to take the lead. But now it seems the Lady Blazers are calming down a little bit in the second half. They've got the jitters out, and they're looking to take control and extend this lead some more as they come in on the defensive end. We have Olivia Mabry on the inbound.
That's Rogers bringing it up the court. And that cross-court pass was a little too high for Ashley Minor.
That call by the referee is definitely going to get a lot of contention from the crowd and from the coaches because it looked as if it went off Ashley Minor. And you get a little smirk there from Minor on the inbound.
The fans are not a fan of that for sure as we go cross-court from Mayberry from the corner, unable to get it to fall. Rebound Maddie Mitchell as she brings it up the court herself. Stops Sonia Franklin, waiting for her team to set up, trying to set up a play here. Franklin pressured by Rogers, up in her face as they try to set up a pick. And Franklin to the basket, unable to get it to fall. And Maddie Mitchell unable to get the rebound.
She's a little too quick for that defender to be pressuring her like that. Although it was good defense, Franklin definitely blew by her on that one. And I'm surprised she couldn't finish.
Be that as it may, it is Valdosta State basketball.
We've got a timeout. Oh, excuse me. We've got a 5-second violation on the Lady Blazers. They couldn't get the ball in time. I thought Coach Coons got up and called a timeout to stop that turnover from happening.
How frustrating can that be for you as a coach? I know you practice inbounding pretty much every day at practice and not able to get it in there.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the key things you have to be able to do is get the ball in play, especially in those situations. As we have Kelly Allen turning around with the jumper. That's a pretty jumper right there. She's having a game.
It's a 7-point lead for the Blazers as your score is 47-40 with 4:33 left here in this third quarter. And that stays Valdosta State basketball, but some good defense there by Ashley Minor.
Very good defense. These ladies are still physical.
As we see a timeout on the floor. Well, we have a minute. Wes, why don't you tell the good people about the American Red Cross?
The students of the American Red Cross are holding an interest meeting January 25th at 7 p.m. in the Odom Library Auditorium. feel free to attend if you have a passion for helping others or are interested in opportunities with the American Red Cross. I know one thing's for certain. We got to find a way to find these players' interest in keeping this ball secure, because these turnovers are really killing the Lady Blazers. Even though they've extended the lead back, you see now that these sloppy possessions are not allowing them to extend it past 9 or 7 points, where we've seen the game stay at for most of the duration, Will.
And what do you think the biggest thing is for those sloppy possessions? Do you believe it's the Mississippi College defense, or do you believe it's this Valdosta State team not being able to settle down as much as they want to?
Well, when you watch Coach Duke's ladies out there, you can tell they're very well coached, because they're flailing their arms. They're out there long. They're not compressed. They let their limbs hang out, and that's very frustrating to an offense. You see that pestering defense running up, and they're pressuring really close. You can't find anywhere to go with the ball, so you panic a little bit. And I think that's exactly what's going on with the Lady Blazers. They're not secure with the ball. They feel like they're going to lose it, so they start forcing things. And when you force things, that's how turnovers happen.
Some great insight there by my co-anchor as we see the inbound play coming for Valdosta State. Let's see if they're going to be able to get this one in.
We can't have too many 5-second violations. And they find an outlet this time to Simone Dixon. And with that play, you come in knowing that you have 4 or 5 options. So you usually want to have at least one of those work. Whenever you have a situation where all of them are shut down, as Franklin drives to the basket and gets her on rebound, she goes back up strong. They call a foul on the floor, no and one, even though the basket counts.
Shantavia Rogers, number 2, credited to that foul.
And they are letting her go to the line. They're calling it a shooting foul. They just didn't give her continuation. If it was a shooting foul, it should be an and one, shouldn't it, Will?
Well, we'll have to see. As Sonia Franklin able to knock down a free throw, maybe help her get out of a bit of those struggles. Unable to knock down the second, but that extends the Valdosta State lead to 8.
And that leaves Sonia Franklin at 1 for 6 from the line. That's an abysmal day. 5 points left on the court. As Kelly Allen with another basket. She is looking near unstoppable down low.
Kelly Allen has the most minutes today for Mississippi College. However, they have subbed early and often in this game, having 11 players touch the floor compared to only 7 for Valdosta State.
Another sloppy possession, but Valdosta retains it for a 3.
Cheatham unable to get it to fall. Rebound Franklin. And she goes up hard, able to get it to fall.
And that's strong play right there.
Very strong. It's been a little stressful for Mississippi College here in the second half. Speaking of which, has your life been extremely stressful lately? Gab will be hosting a stress relief yoga on January 25th in the Student Union Ballroom at 5:30. You need a towel, water bottle, and anything else that may assist you. If you have any questions, contact the Campus Activities Board at 229-333-5674.
And after this game, they're going to need some stress relief with all that physicality. Expect to see multiple VSU Lady Blazer players attend that. Coming back into play now, we've got the possession arrow pointing towards Mississippi College's direction. Lady Blazers are lining up in a 2-3, the same 2-3 they've been running for most of the game.
As we see Rogers bring the ball up the court. She's looking for an outlet, goes high again to Ashley Miner. Rogers' passes have been quite high all day. They try to go inside to Golden. Golden with 3 Blazers around her, able to kick it out.
And that's Zariah Matthews for 3. That's her first deep ball to go down.
That cuts the Blazer lead to 5 with 2:57 left in this third quarter.
This game has been tight the whole way through. Mississippi College is a very good team, and they're not going to lay down for anybody.
The Blazers having a little trouble getting the ball inside, and that pass is deflected, taken.
Saved by Maddie Mitchell. And they keep possession, strong to the paint, no foul called. Rebound, Tony Woods, and the outlet to Zariah Matthews on a fast break. Easy 2 points in transition for Zariah Matthews. This is looking pretty hectic right now. They got to calm this down and slow it up. Take control of that ball and be careful with it.
And we saw that play quite a bit in the opening quarter of the game as we saw Zariah Matthews able to get free for the first time in this second half. And the Blazers have been unable to stop those fast breaks.
And they called that a foul. I don't know. It looked to be a clean strip to me. I thought that was fairly clean, but, you know, if you're going to call a foul there.
That'll send number 13. Excuse me, Jasmine McIntosh to the line for Valdosta State. McIntosh able to get that one to fall. That was her first free throw attempt of the game.
And they bring Carrazza back in for Sonia Franklin. Franklin, who's been having a good game, she's 4 for 7 from the field, as McIntosh knocks down both free throws.
As we see Rogers bring the ball up the court once again. That's another cross-court pass to Matthews, underneath to Golden. Golden double-teamed by 2 Blazers. As we see the kick and drive by Rogers, rebound,
And
Golden.
they called over the back on Maddie Carrazza. A thing that I've been noticing that they like to do with number 30, Courtrice Golden, is feed her the ball down low and let her make decisions as if she's a point guard in the paint, i.e. how LeBron would sometimes dribble down into the paint and make his decisions.
That'll be Carrazza's 4th foul of the game. And she was just checked back in. And that was a rough pass straight through the hands of Courtrice Golden. She didn't look like she was ready for it.
I think the men's basketball team for Valdosta State just got involved into the game a little bit sooner than they were expecting right there as a hot ball came their way.
As we see Alita Cheatham take over what seems to be point guard duties while Sonia Franklin takes a seat.
Another sloppy pass. Can't have that many. Zariah Matthews turns on the speed and finishes strong over the contact through Jazz McIntosh. That was a strong basket. Zariah Matthews is really turning it on.
Drops the lead down to 4 points for Valdosta State, and Zariah Matthews really knows how to get past these Blazers. As we see a rebound by Courtrice Golden as the girl brings it up the floor. Matthews looking around as we see some ball movement up top. Golden from just about the free throw line, unable to knock it down as we see the Blazers try to go quick in transition. Maddie Mitchell left open, can't get it to fall. Jasmine McIntosh fouled hard there, and that'll send her to the line for 2 free throws. So we saw McIntosh just knock down her first 2 free throws of the game. She looks to continue that success here at the line. And what have you seen in this third quarter, Wes, from both teams?
Well, Mississippi College is looking a lot more confident on the ball, especially, well, they're taking her out now. There's a sub for Courtrice Golden, but they've been feeding her the ball down low and allowing her to make the decisions passing the ball around, finding the open player. And so far, we've seen Valdosta State struggle as Jasmine McIntosh on cue misses both free throws.
So we see Zariah Matthews looking to try to get around. That's Kelly Allen just subbed in and getting back into the mix. It's a 1-point game.
And they're running plays for her specifically, especially when she's coming off the bench, to get her back involved immediately. That was a nice setup with her slashing off the back screen, coming wide open on the baseline and hitting the easy turnaround jumper.
Valdosta State looks to hold the ball here for the last shot of the quarter. As the give is to Cheatham, able to get it inside. Carrazza gets it to fall. And that's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Valdosta State 54, Mississippi College 51.
The Valdosta Area Rotary Clubs have united with the First Foundation for Childhood Literacy and the Dolly Parton Imagination Library to mail age-appropriate books to registered children in Lowndes County, ages from birth to age 5. Your local Rotary Clubs are raising funds and taking donations. For more information, call 244-5159. Want you help us? A childhood literacy project of the Valdosta Area Rotary Clubs.
And we are back here at the complex. Valdosta State leading Mississippi College by 3 points here in this final quarter of play.
Yeah, Will, so far in this second half, it's been all Kelly Allen, and she inbounds from right in front of the commentator's booth. She has been a force to be reckoned with in this second half. She's unstoppable.
As we see a cross-court pass to number 3, that's Zariah Matthews. Matthews gets it inside to Golden.
As Golden dribbles out of bounds. And those are the two key players for these Lady Choctaws. It's been all Matthews, all Allen this second half.
As we see Valdosta State bring the ball up the court, that's number 11, Sonia Franklin. As she's looking around, trying to find some open players in the paint. They're looking to try to get the ball to number 15, Maddie Mitchell, but they are unable to penetrate. As we see number 35, Aaliyah Cheatham, chalking up a 3, can't get it to fall. It'll be Mississippi College ball.
Melissa Crease bringing the ball up the court, allowing her team to set up. She's taking her time. No pressure, surprisingly, from this Lady Blazers defense. They just fall back into their 2-3. Sonia Franklin pressures the ball. Allen takes a contested shot and gets the foul called for her. She'll be going back to the charity stripe to attempt her 6th and 7th free throws of the game. And she has 20 points.
It's been quite a game there for number 11, Kelly Allen. Looking to add more here from the line. Gets the first one to go. Now, you said, Coach Carly Coons, you made the observation that the Blazers were not pressuring here in this final quarter. Do you think it's more of stick with what you got and hope that you can get the victory, or what do you think the plan is there?
I think the game is too tight not to be aggressive at this point. If you let them out-aggressive you and out-pester you, then they're just going to take that physicality and run with it. They're going to see that you're not trying to play as hard as they're trying to play, and they're going to take advantage. And you have another sloppy possession here. Speaking to that effect is Dixon misses the deep 3, but it goes off Golden, and it remains Lady Blazers ball.
We'll have another inbound play for Valdosta State. As we see Franklin taking it from behind the basket. It's been a little bit of a rough going for Valdosta State from behind the basket, trying to get the inbound plays. We see maybe some sweat or something's gotten on the court there.
It looks like they have a different play this time on the inbound as they clean up that sweat. They have a slightly different formation where there's a stack between Aaliyah Cheatham and Jasmine McIntosh. And they throw it into McIntosh, who takes the quick shot but comes up short on the floater. Ball chased down by Melissa Crease.
And Crease is going to bring it up the floor. She's going to slow it down a little bit, maybe trying to shorten this game. As we see it's, again, back to a one-point game.
And another cross-court pass. Between Ashley Minor and Zariah Matthews, they must play a lot of rec ball together because these skip passes across everybody's heads, they're just on point.
As we see Mississippi College struggling to find any opportunity there. A great possession by the Valdosta State defense. We see Franklin bring it up the court for Valdosta State, as she has done all night, or all afternoon, excuse me. Cheatham looking around there. They're trying to get the ball in. They're going to settle for a 3. Cheatham can't get it to fall, and the rebound goes to Mississippi College. As we see Crease bringing up the floor quite quick to Ashley Minor. She pulls up, gets it to go, and Mississippi College has their first lead since early in the first quarter.
Looking at field goal percentage from the first half to the second half, Valdosta State is struggling. They're shooting a meager 38.5% from the field and only 33% from behind the arc as another turnover happens. And Zariah Matthews out in front again with the stop and the ball fake. What a move by Zariah Matthews.
A 3-point lead that matches the biggest for Mississippi College in this game. Valdosta State looks awfully flustered as we see a foul on the court
And
for
that
reaching.
That foul was just aggression on Ashley Minor's part. You could tell she's taking more risks. Even though she's not having the best scoring game, she's still playing phenomenal defense and leading to turnovers, just like that last outlet she had to Zariah Matthews.
Now this puts Coach Carly Coons in an interesting situation. Your team's been leading all game, and here with 7 minutes or so left, you find yourself down. What do you tell your team to try to get them focused again?
You just got to let them know it's now or it's never. You have one opportunity to get this game going, and this may be it. Sonia Franklin for three, off the rim. Maddie Carrazza with the rebound. corrals it.
Tries to dribble
and they
out
fight
of trouble
for the ball.
as we see a jump ball.
Possession arrow in Valdosta's favor, so they retain possession. But you just got to let your ladies know that if they don't show up now, then they won't have an opportunity later, because the way it's looking, Mississippi College has all the momentum.
VSU looks a little flustered right now. If you're Coach Coons, do you have a play drawn up for something like this? Something quick, easy, maybe get Maddie Mitchell down low or something?
That's what I'm looking to. I'm looking to Maddie Mitchell. She hasn't been that involved this second half, scoring only 2 points since the second half buzzer. And it seems like they can't get the ball down to her because Catrice Golden is just playing so good defense. Kelly Allen with the rebound. And she's looking for another scoring opportunity. Ashley Minor to the paint.
Goes up hard.
And they call a block on Maddie Mitchell this time.
And that'll send number 10, Ashley Minor, to the line for 2 free throws.
Now, she missed her only 2 earlier attempts. She missed both of those. So hopefully her shooting 80%, she can get it going now. This is where her bread and butter is. This is where she lives.
Able to knock it down, extend the lead to 4. And that is officially the biggest lead that Mississippi College has had in this game, and that comes with 6:29 left.
Surprisingly, that's only her 3rd point, Will. And it's going to stay at 3.
Can't get that one to go as Franklin brings the ball up to the court with Valdosta State trailing here as time is winding down for the Lady Blazers. Aaliyah Cheatham gets it to Maddie.
A wide open jumper, not dropping for her, but she gets her own rebound.
Mitchell.
And a layup not dropping. She is ice cold. These Lady Blazers have been struggling since the second half began. Struggling.
They've got to find something or else this game could get out of hand quite quick. Mayberry from the corner, unable to get it to go. Rebound Valdosta State. As we see Alita Cheatham bring it up quite quickly. The give is to McIntosh. She's going across the court to Franklin. Franklin posting up. Picked up her dribble there as we see Maddie Mitchell up at the top of the key. Looking for something to do. Franklin pull up, jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound Mississippi College. And with every empty trip, you gotta think. Coach Coons starting to see this one slip away.
There's less and less time on the clock with each missed jumper and every lost possession. As we get a foul on the floor, kickball, excuse me.
Kickball against number 11, Sonia Franklin.
But yeah, Coach Coons knows that time is running low. And as she sees time slip away, we got to see what she's going to do, if she can draw up a play for her ladies to get back involved with this game. But so far this second half, it's been all Mississippi College. The inbound to Shantavia Rogers.
Rogers from the top of the key. Looking around. The give is inside Golden. Golden bullies her way.
Such a strong move. She is strong in the paint. And that extends the Mississippi College lead to 6. They just keep making that lead larger and larger. They're not looking back right now. Lady Blazers have to respond.
McIntosh to the basket. As she is stripped, it'll be Valdosta State ball, and you got to think they got to come away with points here.
Speaking of points, make it a point to you've been challenged by the Blazer Corps Cadet. They're sponsoring a blood drive on January 24th and are hoping for a big turnout. The cadets are challenging you to help save lives and donate blood. If you are willing to accept the challenge, come by the Student Union Ballroom between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. on January 24th to save a life.
Do you have an interest in the paranormal? Do you want a show that is offbeat and not stuffy? Then VSU-TV has the program for you. 30-odd minutes airing Saturday nights at 11 p.m. following Saturday Fright Special. If the truth is out there, 30-odd minutes will find it, but only by sheer accident.
And it's no accident that these Mississippi College Lady Choctaws have this lead. They have not looked back in the second half, led by Kelly Allen and Zariah Matthews. These turnovers they've been forcing are just so huge, Will.
It's very true. I'm sure that's something that Coach Paul Allen Duke was harping on in the locker room at halftime, because this is a totally different team than what we saw in the first half.
Oh, very different. This is a good team that we have out here in the second half. A very good team. I wonder if Coach Coons drew something up during that timeout to give her ladies an advantage. I'm expecting to see the ball go to either Maddie Mitchell or out to the perimeter to Aaliyah Cheatham.
The Blazers have gone a good few minutes without a point.
And they've almost had another turnover there. That was a scary moment for the Lady Blazers. They get the ball in to Cheatham.
Cheatham looking to try to get the ball inside to one of their bigs, but she can't find anything with the shot clock winding down. She gets it into Mitchell as
she's fouled. And with that situation where you come in and you almost have a turnover like that, you've got to wonder if that play that Coach Coons drew up went out the window after that first inbound didn't go the way it was supposed to go.
We see Sonia Franklin try to get the inbound there, but that's deflected by number 4, Mabry, excuse me, for Mississippi College.
Pesky hands. They're very pesky with their hands. They're pestering every ball character.
Able to get it into McIntosh. McIntosh up top to Carraza. Maddie Mitchell goes up, able to get it to go, and the foul.
That was a nice spin to the basket, a tough finish through contact. Maddie Mitchell is a player.
And how about that and one? I don't think there's a more perfect time for something like that.
Not at all. And she needs to knock this down. It'll be a 3-point game, 1 possession. Valdosta State is right back in it. Those are the type of plays that cause momentum to come back to your side. As she misses the free throw.
That foul was on Kelly Allen, which causes her to sit with just over 4 minutes left in the game. It's got to be a huge help for Valdosta State.
Definitely. Allen was very hot from the field. Every time she touched the ball, it seemed like it was going in or she was going to the charity stripe.
Allen, again, is the leading scorer for Mississippi College, as Mabry unable to get that ball to go. She's looking to try to dive. She gets it into Golden. Golden.
A bad pass is deflected by Sonia Franklin, out of bounds, Mississippi College ball. In a tight 4-point game, Mississippi College leading. Another timeout.
As we take time, as they take time, we'll take time. If you love reading and helping others, then VSU has the event for you. The Sullivan Literary Center is looking for volunteers to help for the Reading Bowls from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on February 11th. If you choose to volunteer, you will be credited with service hours for every hour worked. Don't miss out on an amazing opportunity to receive service hours for your resume. And I tell you what, in a game like this is where the coaches look to improve their resumes.
Oh, most definitely. This is a big win for either program right now, and this will definitely help to raise either standings in the GSC.
As we see Mississippi College come for the inbound, that's number 10, Ashley Miner, back up top to Cortez Golden. Golden looking to try to get some ball movement, unable to corral that pass.
Sonia Franklin to the floor and lands on it. The possession arrows in the favor of Mississippi. Oh, they called a foul on Olivia Mabry.
That'll be Valdosta State ball with 3:39 left in this game.
And that's the type of hustle you want to see from these ladies to get back into this game. It is not out of reach. Just a 2-possession game.
Cheatham bringing it up. Goes inside to Mitchell. She is
swarmed.
Swarmed is right by Mississippi College. They do not want her to beat them.
As the clock winds down, the shot clock, and they force up a shot. And the rebound. Both Maddies down low, fighting with Cortez Golden.
Mississippi College able to come away there, and missed opportunity for Valdosta State to close this lead.
One thing that hasn't wavered this whole game is the physicality is Jazz McIntosh all over Shantavia Rogers, who barely gets the cross-court pass away.
At this point, if you're the Lady Choctaws, are you just trying to extend, excuse me.
And that's a shot clock violation, as that shot did not hit the rim.
And that was going a little bit more to my point. They don't look like they're trying to score at this point. They're just trying to run the clock out. And do you think that's something that Coach Duke made a specific effort and choice to do?
That could definitely be the case. I mean, it's a smart strategy. When you know you've got the lead and you've got the momentum, you can either press the gas or you can test your luck and try to maintain your lead. They'd be fine with trading baskets right now. That wouldn't hurt them at all.
As Aaliyah Cheatham can't get that one to fall. Rebound Sonia Franklin. She puts it up. Rebound Cortez Golden for Mississippi College. And another empty possession for Valdosta State. Ashley Miner getting the ball back up top to Mabry.
Another three.
Pulls up, comes up empty-handed. As we see a foul.
And she just fouled out. Maddie Carraza is fouled out of the game.
That's a big size disadvantage for Valdosta State. They lose one of their bigs. Oh. And we get an up and down call there on Ashley Miner. She's unable to get rid of the ball.
Still a 4-point game here as Sonia Franklin brings the ball up.
We are inside 2 minutes, so it's crucial for the Lady Blazers to come away with points here.
That very, very pesky Lady Choctaws defense. McIntosh comes down with a strong rebound. She finds Cheatham wide open.
As we see Franklin at the top of the court, timeout on the floor by Coach Coons.
And I think Coach Coons sees something here. She's looking to attack something specifically as we look to attack these PSAs. Are you interested in tasting food from a different country? Sharon Africa will be hosting a Taste in Tanzania on January 24th from noon to 2 p.m. in the Student Union. There will be food and African-inspired dance performances. Sharon Africa looks forward to seeing you there.
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to is this last minute and 30 seconds. It's been a very exciting game today. Both teams really came to play, and it's been fun to watch.
It definitely has. A very back and forth, very competitive, very physical and entertaining game. These ladies are playing their hearts out.
The fans have definitely got their money's worth. They've really started to pile in here at the complex in Valdosta, Georgia. As we get set for the inbound, that's number 13, Jasmine McIntosh, inbounding for Valdosta State. Cheatham gets it back, and they puts it up.
A huge basket at this point in the game. Deep three, that may be what we need. And there's Jasmine McIntosh.
McIntosh runs the court. Valdosta State lead.
And that was a swing of momentum that was desperately needed by Lady Blazers as Catrice Golden gets the basket back and another lead change. It is back and forth.
We're in the final minute, and oh boy, what a series of events we've had. McIntosh from the top, the kick back to Cheatham for three. Unable to get it to go, rebound.
Down on the floor.
Jump ball. Possession arrow is Mississippi College. Oh, goodness.
These last 4 possessions have been what you may call a scramble. These ladies are scrapping out here for this ball. They want this victory badly, and you can see that both teams can taste it.
And how about this back and forth that we just had? Incredible effort given by both teams.
We've got a full court press here from the Lady Blazers trying to get that ball back. You see the aggression is back. I think that fire is back underneath them now. They're trapping up top as a foul is called. Back to that physical nature that we saw in the first half from these Lady Blazers. That team is starting to reemerge.
That'll send Ashley Miner to the line, and Miner, again, has had some struggles here today. Only 3 points on the day for the team's leading scorer. Gets it to fall. That extends the lead to 2 for Mississippi College.
That puts Ashley Miner at 2 for 5 from the line.
Miner able to get that one to fall. It's a 3-point game. That brings Aaliyah Cheatham up the court with just over 30 seconds to play. The Blazers looking to get some points here. The kick to the corner. Franklin drives to the basket, gets it to go with a 1-point game. Timeout, Valdosta State.
And at this point on this inbound, they're looking to either get a steal or foul immediately.
And talk about a challenge here today. You've been challenged as well. The Blazer Cadet Corps is sponsoring a blood drive January 24th and are hoping for a big turnout. If the cadets are challenging you to help save lives and donate blood, you should definitely accept that challenge. Come by the Student Union Ballroom between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. on January 24th to save a life. And I tell you what, this game has really saved my life. My heart is beating out of my chest right now.
I agree with you 100%, Will. My heart is pounding. I can only imagine how tough it is for these ladies and their coaches. This has been a very entertaining back-and-forth contest, tightly contested the whole way through. Down by 12, Mississippi College said, no, we're not going to lay down, and they came back and took that lead, and here we are, 1-point game, 63-64.
All right, so we've talked a little bit about our emotions. How about the emotions for the teams on the field? How do you keep those in check in these last 22 seconds or so?
Well, that's one of the coaches' toughest jobs. They have to morale their soldiers in and make sure that they stay focused on the ultimate goal, and that's the W. That's how you keep those emotions in. You focus on what is at task, what is at hand, excuse me.
Are you expecting a quick foul here from Valdosta State?
If not a steal, a very quick foul, exactly that. That's why they're pressuring the ball. They want to have somebody in the inbounder's face so it's not a clean throw, and maybe they can get a finger on it. Foul quickly. No foul was given. There's no clock here. They want the steal. They don't want to give them a free throw. And they wasted time. If they were just going to foul from the get-go, that would have been better.
Coach Kuhn seemed a little upset, and that sends Mabry to the line. Mabry has struggled a bit from the line here today. Can't get that one to fall. 17.4 seconds remaining in the game as we have one more free throw from Mabry.
And the Lady Blazers want the rebound here.
She missed them both.
They're going to hold for the last shot. That's what they want. They want this possession to be the last possession of the game. As they set a screen for Aaliyah, she decides not to use it. A quick pass and turnover.
And a turnover there for the Lady Blazers as they take a timeout.
And Will, that was an absolute gift. I can't believe they rushed that possession. Speaking of gifts, Has your life been extremely stressful lately? CAB will be hosting Stress Relief Yoga on January 25th in the Student Union Ballroom at 5:30 p.m. You may need a towel, water bottle, and anything else that may assist you. If you have any questions, contact the Campus Activity Board at 229-333-5674 for the gift of yoga.
And I tell you what, you and I may both need yoga after this one.
Oh, definitely. We'll be right in there with the V-State Lady Blazers and everybody else that's getting cramped up watching this game because the tension in here is ridiculous. Oh, my goodness.
Everybody in this building is sweating.
Definitely, definitely. And it's not just because the AC isn't on. These girls on this court are on fire. This is a lot of energy.
In the final 7 seconds of the game, your scores: Mississippi College 64, Valdosta State 63. As we have one final inbound play.
And here the Lady Blazers are going to look to get the steal, and if they can't, they need to foul immediately, unlike the last time where they let 5 seconds tick off the clock before deciding to foul. This time they're going to look to get it immediately, if not the steal.
Bring it up. Mabry gets it.
And a tough foul from Aaliyah Cheatham. Mabry gets up a little upset, but she's going to the line. They know she's been struggling, and this is the perfect scenario. They want her on the line. Even though she's 90% on the season, she's only 1 for 3 today. And a lot of keeping that consistency up is getting your shots underneath you, and she hasn't been hot since that first quarter, so she might be a little cold.
These places rocking for Valdosta State as she clanks the first one off the front of the rim.
And this is what we call clutch time. That is pressure right there.
We'll have to see what happens here. As she puts in the second, as we see the inbound play from Valdosta State with 5 seconds remaining. Here comes Simone Dixon for
the
three.
win. It's short.
Oh, to go. And that's your ball game. The final score: the Mississippi College Lady Choctaws 65, the Valdosta State Lady Blazers 63. For Wes Harris, I'm Will DeLorenzo, and everyone here at VSU-TV, thank you for joining us